That was totally worth it. And it's going to happen a lot more still. Ooh. They resisted our colonization. Damn. I should have topped them up with some more money. That's annoying. Alright. I'll let it sit for now. Sinking an awful lot into new colonies at the moment. I don't actually mind not grabbing another one. Signed mission. We've got Raphidium Ale and Brequian Berries. Okay, very well. Let's get out there. Now our ships are capable of going much further afield. So much further afield. Also, this place is now starting to make some serious cash, so let's continue to upgrade that. There we are. I'll drop it down a little bit. Ooh. They want the galaxy map. I would like proton ionization. No, I'm going to decline that one, thank you. I don't need your galaxy map. I can steal it if I want it. Obviously, I won't mention that to you, but... we've encountered a new empire. Really? Another Akdarian? Alright. Initial communication with the Akdarians has been extremely successful. The Akdarians regard us with some friendliness. As a result, the Almina Major Confederacy have initiated a restricted trade agreement with us. Research progress are available to our directory. That's actually pretty awesome. So where are you? Really? This tiny little place here? I guess there might be another one there. But, oh, no, I think this is them. Yeah, more than likely, and they're just wandering around. But that was actually very, very useful. And most likely a big part of that is because we have... Oh, is my alarm going off? Most likely it's because we have some research now into their language. Alright, let's have a look at these. We have got... Yeah, Temporal Mouse has got an enormous population. I could probably comfortably afford to start taxing them now. And build a planetary administration center to get rid of that corruption. There we go. We're actually generating excess income, and I don't think it's because we're... Yeah, we're not reserving any. We're simply... We've got so much coming in. This is the first time we've had that in a long time. I'm going to pop back up the reserve, though, just to make sure. Right now, our shipyards are being absolutely hammered. This game looks interesting. It's a really, really fun game. Really fun. First contact. We've encountered a new empire in the Ozubi system, the Valesia Federation. This empire is predominantly composed of Mortallans. The Mortallans are naturally very hostile towards us, but our initial communications with them have been catastrophically bad, even worse than expected. A poor translation of our standard greeting in their language mistakenly invited them to become our slaves. Despite our subsequent reassurances, they have taken great offense. That's about as bad as it could be for Mortallans, I would imagine. Us implying that they should be our slaves? Yeah, I don't think that went well. Not even slightly. Right, let's get out there, do a little bit more of a steal. I'd like you to go for... we've already got exploring scanners, we've already got beam weapons, so you go for... no, Mortland is still too hard. As is Akdarian. Oh, I guess beam weapons then. You grab troop transports. Slowly getting your skills back up. I still think it was a worthwhile purchase getting them. I genuinely do. Sure. Let's go ahead and do that. In fact, let me have a quick look at what our shortfalls are. Oh. Oh, that's very nice. I mean, we've got a shortfall on these luxury resources, but that's going to be the case, frankly. It would be... we don't have a shortfall on Trellian Down. Okay, so we're a prime exporter of Trellian Down. I see. Also of Vodkol. Of course we are. That makes so much sense. But polymer is the only construction item that we're struggling with. All right. Yeah. Some of these are going to be so far out that we wouldn't be able to jump over them, unfortunately. Let's sort this by distance from spaceport, I guess. And I would kind of like to get all of these set up as we can. Where we can. Bring in as much of this material as possible. That should keep our builders busy for a little bit. Alright, let's have a quick look at our... Oh my god, they're still going so... Don't even. There's so many. Alright, well, I'm not going to wait for that. We're going to do some redesigning. First and foremost, let's go ahead and redesign the small spaceports themselves. I don't have large spaceports, do I? Or rather medium. No, I don't. So upgrade this. First and indeed foremost, we'll get the fighter bay, constructing our docking bay. Proximity sensor will be upgraded, but we will get some better deflectors in the armor. Now, the ion bombs, they are our strongest weapon, so there's not really much more that we can say about that. I think perhaps... Instead of the 2 plasma torpedoes, though, I am going to swap this up for point defense. Do we need all of these crew systems? Yeah, we do. Sad. Medical center, recreation, commerce, that's fine. If we can find enough room, though, I would very much like a damage control. There we go. Perfect. Research lab as well. Just because, you know. I guess that's it. This one has construction speed of 4. So I'm going to say C4RM. Oh, you know what I should do is we've got recreation center now. I should put some passenger areas on here. Yes, I should. Drop something. This has 1 docking bay. This has 2. What can I drop for that? Unfortunately, those things are bloody huge. I'm not sure I can. Well, actually, I could drop the research lab, I suppose. What do you think, chat? Drop the research lab off our basic spaceports? No, our research is already so slow. Okay. That's definitely an area where I simply don't know if that's the case or not. Just because this is one of these games where I haven't played it enough to have gotten an appreciation of how fast research can be. But we'll go ahead and save that then. In fact, on that note, let's have a look. Feels reasonable, but there's nowhere else that I can pop any kind of research base down, sadly, so it's not for want of trying. Right, so that's the small spaceports. Time to upgrade our escorts. We've now got heavy escorts, though. Alright, well, the first thing I'm going to do is I will just upgrade these. Laser cannon, bomb, proton engines, decent amount of storage, and can now travel 815 million. It's a good enough initial upgrade. Probably still got a similar amount of damage potential. Actually, what was this set to? Oh, attack strength is now 33.7, so we'll make that 34. Okay. So that one's sorted. My interceptor, laser cannon fighter, but we'll stick with that. We've got the better deflector, better engines, significantly better engines actually. And that's everything there. We don't need to change anything else here. Yep. And save and exit. I am going to add, before we do anything else, a basic bomber. Now this one is going to have 2 seeking missiles, deflection, proton engines, and hopefully fit everything else it needs. Yes. Oh, yeah, we can't have that one then. But that's fine. This is actually now a different vehicle, so there is a sufficient difference here. This got 387k, my lord. I am impressed. Again, this has got 4 damage, but that's fine. FTR. 4. This will be called... actually, I'll have 4 TAC B. This is the bomber variant. And we're going to need a name. Right then. What should we go with? I think I know. There you go. In chat right now is the word you're going to need to use to pop your name into the raffle. I'm not 100% sure, but can you colonize planets the race can't inhabit without tech? I'm not sure about that one, Demonic Lands. It's a fair question. Right, let's roll. And we've got Elmir. Congrats, mate. You are now a bomber. Go. And chill AAA. Let's get... Actually, you know what? I'm just going to quickly drop a save. Tunk. There we are. I like being a thing. Fair. Alright, let's get back into the designer. Chill AAA, let's upgrade you. First and foremost, make sure that everything has been upgraded. We've got the new deflectors, better engines, much better hyperdrive, better storage. This is B for boarding. Actually, I think I'm going to change that to A for assault. Okay. But this now has a range of 491 million, which is pretty amazing. It's furthest out from any colony that we'll have, so let's confirm that. Cryptocule. It's going to be a decent upgrade for you as well. Though, honestly, well, this is an interesting one because you're effectively a fighter frigate. I think I am happier with the idea of you just kind of hanging back and fighting from the real lines. Being a lot more maneuverable while you do it. That being said, how far out can you go? What kind of range? You got way more range than you need, so I'm going to drop that in exchange for a damage control unit. That'll be much better. Still 722. We're going to drop... I think... Ooh. I actually just... Ah, damn it. I can't change it back. What number was it? Was it 2? Because I was going to type in 3, but I could be completely wrong about that. I remember being really excited for the release of this game, but I've yet to actually try it. It is a bit buggy, Malakin. You're quite right, but they are, as you say, patching it extremely fast right now. Love how all our guns face backwards. Yeah. I know, right? And this is one of the things I love about the different races. It's just the positioning of the hard points can change the way the ships work. Really, really aggressively. I'm not sure if that was right. Well, oh, it was right. Good, 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 good. Warpster, you're already sorted out. Alright, so we've got a couple of new things to add in. So first, add new. We're going to have patrol escorts, which are fast. Or heavy escorts, which are basically mini frigates. I'm fairly certain our basic escort will get upgraded to this. Chat, could you confirm that for me? If I design a heavy escort, will my basic escorts be upgraded into that? Just naturally the ones that are automated to retrofit? Your escorts will be upgraded to it. Alright. Between the two then. Patrol or heavy? Two standard, one large there. I'm going to go ahead and make a patrol escort. And we're going to capitalize on their incredible speed. The idea of the escort is that it can be really nippy. Right, so first and foremost, we want the big old chunky bomb on the backside, and then we want... Can't fit that at the front. I could have a seeking missile, I guess. What kind of range have you got? 1,500. This has a range of 1,700, so I mean, wouldn't be awful, but I kind of like the idea of this being able to also shoot down fighter wings and just generally be a nuisance. Because if I give it the ion bomb and the seeking missile, it's not really going to get involved with anything. It will stay at extreme ranges pretty much all the time. Yeah, I think I'm going to go for this. There we go. Deflector, standard armor. Now, with escorts, if they're in the automated part of the fleet, if they were part of a fleet, if they were in the fleet and only in the fleet, I wouldn't need to give them proximity sensors. I could just give them targeting, but in this case, it wouldn't really matter because I've got seeking weapons. But I could do without the sensors that way, but I guess we're just going to roll with those. Alright, engines. 4 engines. And a directional thruster. Can I add that in? I guess not. Huh. Well, I'm not sure about that. It's very fast to turn, but I'd kind of prefer it to have a lot more acceleration. Yeah, Sheila, give me just a couple of minutes and I will be wrapping things up because obviously I do need to go and give Tally her meds. I just figured I'd finish building these ships before I do that. Yeah, it's limited to 4 engines. I kind of figured that might be the case. Right, okay, so we are going to want hyperdrive. We're going to want damage control. We are going to want a command center. We will then want crew to run all of that. And that's enough. What's the static energy cost? Fairly low, so we can just pop an energy collector on there. We are then going to need probably 2 reactors to get the full hyperdrive speed. And we are going to want that. And at that point, it's pretty much just having fuel cells, I guess. Yeah, 994 meters with the patrol. Oh, thank you very much, game. That's really kind of you to say. Just one more ship design. I know, right? Total size is greater. Oh, right, of course. So I need to peel some of these off. What else could I peel off then? Maybe I could take off one of the engines. Take off 2 of the engines. It still gives me 513, which is further out than I will need it for the most part. I'll just need to jump between a couple of systems. Yeah, I think that'll work. Sneaking in before the wrap-up. Oh, Fitz, thank you, mate. Thank you very much indeed. What did we name these? What was the other one called? KE. E. H because it's a heavy design. And his attack strength is 32. Dear Lord. Oh, actually, no, it's a patrol, isn't it? Actually, we'll do TAC P at the end. Alright, we need a name. And you know what? We're just going to roll since we had everyone popping their names in anyway. Tonk. Apathetic Nomad. What a fantastic name. I approve greatly. There you are. You are now our new escort vessel. Right, add new. And it is finally time. Maximum size 600. It's got 2 hangars, 4 standard weapons, 2 large weapons, 4 engines, 3 defense, 1 sensor, and 12 general. Let us get down to things. We're obviously going on this ship to Starfighter Base. That's just a clear winner there. Now, defenses, I'm going to say 2 deflectors and armor. Chunky ions. I wouldn't mind a bit of point defense, so these 2 can be point defense. And then seeking missiles otherwise. This is much more of a stay at the back and just dump loads of ordnance towards my enemy. And also fighters. I think I'll strip off one of the engines and put 1 directional thruster in there. And I will build up the regular system and then see what I have to cut back in order to make this work. Command center. We will put a proximity sensor on it. We're not going to bother with the targeting computer. This hasn't got any direct... Well, I guess it has got the point defense, but I would say it hasn't got enough direct fire weapons to make it worthwhile to add. Have the point defense front and back and the missiles at the side? Well, as it stands, because they've got a 180-degree arc of fire, unless the missile is barreling straight down through the spine of the ship, then with these two in those locations, they've got a firing solution on it. But if I have them at the front and the back, generally speaking, I would say only one of them is ever going to be facing it. If it's turning away, even at an angle, then the front one isn't going to see any incoming at all. And likewise, if it's approaching, even at an angle, the rear one won't see anything. Granted, if it's approaching at an angle, only one on the side will see things, to be fair. But as long as it's on direct approach or direct retreat, or close enough to that, then these should get a firing solution. I hope. I mean, that's my plan. Whether the plan holds up or not, I don't know. But damage control, basic command center, amazing hyperdrive, and let's have a look. Static energy is actually relatively low. I'm a little bit surprised with that, but I think we're going to end up by needing 2 of those by the time we're done. There we are. And crew capacity. There we go. And now we are a bit over size. So let's chunk that down a little bit. Do I need all these engines? No. Now I need to just find 4. I could drop the sensor. Do I want to drop the sensor though? I'm going to have to, actually, because I still need the fuel cell. I still need several fuel cells, actually. We'll drop the directional thruster. I will pop a fuel cell on. We're probably going to need at least 2. It's an acceptable range. I'm going to say, in that case, then, I am going to drop one of the seeking missiles. And we might even drop both of them. I'd rather not if I could avoid it, but I do want a little bit more range on it. I mean, ultimately this ship is meant to be in a fleet. So I guess the maximum range doesn't matter as much as it having a range similar to other ships in the fleet. In which case, the proximity sensor might be okay. Yeah, I might need to design... You're quite right there, actually. Since this is primarily a fighter launch platform, it does make a lot of sense. In fact, let me remove that one, and I'm going to pop the point defense on the back. And the reason for doing that is that if I am retreating, I do worry if they're going to get as easy of a lineup. But this way, it should be good. Could get lost just designing broken ships to make combat easy. Yeah, no, you absolutely can. You easily get lost in this. There we go. Total attack strength is 65. Is it destroyer DD? I think it is. 65. H for hanger, no. C for carrier, I guess. We can go with that. I think that's a decent enough combat ship there. Right, we're going to need a new name. Let's roll it. Drop a bomb instead, maybe. No, I want this to be able to punch pretty hard. For, you know, at the end of the day, these are the strongest weapons I have. And I think they might even outdistance the starfighters. Well, no. The starfighters will massively outdistance the bombs. But, no, I think having the bombs there is going to be very, very useful. Especially if I've got a couple of these in the fleet, because they're going to drop a heck of a lot of ion. Let's roll it. Thunk. We've got Lurking Like Larry. Here we are. And I think to make for a little bit more of an interesting destroyer, let's get a second one. This one is not going to have any hangers at all. Instead, target system, deflection to standard. I'm not going to go for the ion bombs. Instead, with this one, well, actually, no, we will. And I think laser cannons and well, we can't put the tractor beam on this, sadly. I will still have point defense at front and back. With this one, the main thing is that the laser cannons can fire, because I want that added DPS. Now, we're going to need a decent amount of engines on you. And then once again, we'll get damage control, we'll get the basic command center. And then 2 reactors, I suspect. Some fuel cells. That's our range. Possibly good enough. We're going to want... Needs more crew, yes. Also static. Crew systems 1, 2. Damn it. A little bit too heavy. I'm going to take off the rear point defense, and we are going to add... See, I really want to add a lot more assault pods than just 2. I want this to be a much more capable ship than the... I guess we might actually drop those. But to be fair, I can't even fit them on there anyway, so I don't know why I'm trying to remove that. No, I think we're going to end up having to use those, unfortunately. This is a bit of a brawler. It's going to try and get in there and then attempt to capture. Along with my other capture frigates. Right. DD. This one is 73. We won't put any other designation on this. This can just be DD73. I think having multiple designs makes combat more interesting to watch. A gun destroyer, a missile destroyer, a carrier destroyer. Yeah, no, exactly. Unfortunately, the game doesn't really support that too comfortably. Let's roll it. Road train. Road train, you're finally here. Congratulations, mate. Rigged. Now, I do need to go back through the newest ones, as someone just pointed out, and set these up. So against weaker targets, be aggressive against... Oh, no. Be neutral against both weak and strong targets. Just get in there, because your whole thing is getting close and start engaging. Retreat when shields below 50 or armor... Oh, no. Shield below 20. Yeah, 20% of any non-defense damage. Invade colonies when clear. Rolling fleet, definitely attack. Let's check you out. What are we going to set up with you? You're much more of a sniper. So, same system. Neutral, cautious. Same there. Invade when clear. I want pickets for you. And our newest escort, the apathetic nomad, which is set up once again as a bit of a brawler in a way, though it's just faster. I think we're going to go with neutral and cautious. This one, though, I want to retreat when it's just taken enough damage, because it's a very weak ship compared to the others. Well, that being said, it's actually now comparable with my frigates to some degree, so... any non-defense component damage. Clear, and I would like you to be an attack ship. There we go. Alright, I am fairly happy with this, but oh my lord, there's going to be an awful lot of upgrades needed. Oh my lord. Build 18 destroyers! I will set that up myself. Oh really? And you finish this now? You scallywag! Just after it. On the plus side, I don't think anything will have been upgraded yet. Oh, actually, no. A bunch of things will automatically have been upgraded. Well, let's set up the steel research, and then I'm going to be going and getting tally meds. I'm sorry, everyone, but priorities, you know? There we go. I will have a very quick look, though, and just see if that is something I need to worry about. Like, can it easily fit? So, is it different? Oh, it's an exploration scanner. Never mind, never mind. Only one ship is going to need that, so I can actually do that one. If I can drop something for it. I guess the directional thruster, and I'll pop on the exploration scanner. Yeah, sure. Top. That seems reasonable. Just save that, because we hadn't upgraded to anything. Oh! It only helps explorers. Oh. By the way, I don't know if you've noticed my most component bonuses don't stack. Even the countermeasures from vectoring engines only apply once, no matter how many secondary engines... Oh, really? That's a bit of a pain. Okay, never mind then. If that doesn't directly help, I won't worry about it. But oh my lord, the amount of retrofitting that is going on in my empire is wild. Actually wild. I It's a scanner that's faster but less in-depth than a survey module. Oh, okay. I could perhaps build 2 types of escort vehicles. Ones which are very, very thorough, and ones which are just... I'm just going to quickly do a broad stroke scan. Right, but that is going to be it. We have expanded enormously during this stream. We're actually now cash positive, which has taken us a long time to get to. We've got 3 separate populations which are now actually generating tax income, which is really quite amazing, all things considered. Aavak, more or less all off our own back, but Temporal Mouse, we kind of got a jump start there. And it is generating quite a lot, to be fair. If we have a look at our funds, we are presently maxing out the colony growth, though we're not quite maxing out research. We've got enough room, though, to get a little bit of reserved funds, so that we're constantly growing our economy. In terms of the private sector, they are doing shockingly well, but they are quite often dumping fairly significant amounts of money into my economy, personally, which is always very, very nice. We have covered a lot of ground in terms of research as well, largely because we've stolen it. I regret nothing. We're currently working on nuclear supercharging, because honestly we really need a better generator, because that's actually really hurting us right now. We've got better hype drive technology, which is huge for us. We have captured our first ships, but it was very kind of failing. But we'll hopefully be able to get that system a little bit more refined. Additionally, we finished planetary governance and have built our first couple of planetary governor buildings. We've also managed to yoink the language from the Waterland by stealing it off them. Probably the most thematic theft of anything, to be fair. But that is going to be it for now. Pulse blast to rectify weapons that aren't tier 0. Yes, I've seen you say pulse blast so many times. They do exist. I know. It's crazy, eh? But that is going to be it for us. I really do hope you've all enjoyed, and will be joining me for the next time that we venture into the void of distant worlds. But from myself, and the T-Can, and all the worlds that will soon be conquered, whether militarily or financially, do take care, everyone.